Union's foreign policy chief Kaja Kallas has made a statement regarding the meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping, Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. The statement referred to this meeting as a direct challenge to the international system. The European Union has long accused China of challenging the international rules-based order through its coercive trade practices, military expansionism and systemic human rights violations. The EU has earlier stated Chinese actions as a systemic challenge to its own values and strategic autonomy. The meeting between Russia, China and North Korea is being seen with the lens of an attempt to create a new world order. Listen in.
Looking at President Xi standing alongside the leaders of Russia, Iran, North Korea in Beijing today, these aren't just anti-Western optics. This is a direct challenge to the international system built on rules. And it's not just symbolic. Russia's war in Ukraine is being sustained by Chinese support. These are realities that Europe needs to confront.
Mr. Andrew K.P. Leung with us on the broadcast. Mr. Leung, I want to understand from your perspective, interesting position being taken there by the EU as well as the United States of America. Do you view this meeting between China, Russia and North Korea as an attempt to send out a signal to the US and to the EU, or is it simply three nations with common interests trying to come together?
Well, first of all, the so-called world order founded and led by the United States since the end of the Second World War is based on commonly accepted rules upheld by the United States as a benign, I would stress the word benign, hegemon, because there was no other country on earth able to shoulder this worldwide responsibility. Because American is the world's largest military power, and also the dollar remains highly dominant and is the largest economy. But then over the years, especially with Trump 2.0, this rule-based order has been totally discarded in favor of American unilateralism, coercion, and bullying, not only against China, as Russia as Americans' existential threat, but against Americans' long-term allies, including its largest border nation, Canada, trying to touting his wish to make Canada the 54th state of the United States, but also Greenland, and of course other countries' sovereignty and development issues. So I think that China is now touting itself as the defender of the old world order based on rules, and is rallying countries in the global south, which of course suffering from this huge disruption and indiscriminate tariff war left, right, and center, including Americans' allies like India and of course European Union and other countries. Now, as the military parade celebrating end of the Second World War is not just the Second World War that is a subtext. It is the demonstration of China's capability to pursue its China dream of national renaissance, away from the century of humiliation at the hands of invaders like Japan, and of course, if we trace back earlier during the Qing dynasty, the 8 countries in the West united to invade Beijing and ransack the imperial palace. So this is a century of humiliation which is now being purged by demonstration of China's military capabilities. Now, these military capabilities is no ordinary capabilities in the 21st century. It showcased China's long-range military intercontinental missiles with multi-navigable, separately navigable warheads, which can be launched mobile land-based carriers, as well as air-based 6th-generation fighter planes and also bombers. Again, with long range, over 10,000 kilometers and more, reaching the entire world. Okay. And also the so-called FOBS, the fractional orbital bombardment system, which can circumnavigate the globe from the southern hemisphere. So this shows that the United States is taking note, exemplified by the recent decision to move its Space Force headquarters
Yes.
from Colorado to Alabama. So I think that this is also, the SCO is a forum to rally the Global South together
Yes.
and try to redefine the world order towards a more peaceful and cooperative and mutually beneficial and more inclusive and fairer environment.
Okay, Mr. Lim, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World with that.